Ooh, excuse me. Are we live? Yeah, I'm live. How are we doing, everybody? Another week, another episode. What is this? Episode 34 of the Everybody and the Mom podcast that everybody and the mom is listening to. How are we doing, everybody? Sorry about that. I just ate some brunch, I guess you could say. Not really lunchtime yet. But yeah, I ate in the morning. Um, what did I do? I cleaned, ran, showered, ate a little bit in the morning. Right now, I actually ate like a meal. I was just been studying for the bar. We got like 2 weeks now, 2 weeks ago. I'm feeling a lot better actually with it. In terms of the essays, at least, the essays I feel pretty good about. Let's see, episode 34. Here we go. Damn, almost gonna be 4 months, 7, 8 months. Yeah, 8 months of doing this. Gonna be almost 9 months. Gonna be doing this soon. So hey, another week, another episode. Every day, every week, I will bring you guys another episode of good content. Happy you guys are here. Hope you guys are doing well. What did I do over the weekend? Well, studied. Like I said, I feel really good about the essays. It's just the multiple choice part where I'm like, I get like half of them right about, and you want to get like 2/3 of them right about. So yeah, hopefully I do well. I'm just reading my rule statements, going through like old practice problems, like old practice like bar exams and shit. What the fuck? I hate when that happens. My water bottle. But yeah, besides that, watched the new Superman. We'll get into that in a moment. Last week on Thursday, last Friday was my little brother's birthday. That was cool. He turned 19. Saturday I watched UFC. Great event actually. I think only like 4 fights went to a decision out of like 12. So like 8 of them ended in like a knockout or a submission. Great. My parlay died. Is that wasn't good, but it's okay. We're on to another week, another parlay. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good. And fuck it, let's get started with today's episode. Let's fucking go. Alright, let's go. Where do I here? UFC. Oh, this week, guys. UFC was it 318? I should have had it. Yeah, 318. UFC New Orleans, baby. Here we go. It's gonna be our return to New Orleans for UFC. One of my favorite sports is holding me. It's holding me down until football season comes back. In about what is that? Well, technically there's football at the end of this month with the Chargers, but the regular season doesn't start till like September. But we got this to hold us down, and boxing, which we'll get to in a moment as well. Here we see. First fight: Carly and Nicole. What the fuck? They look terrible. 5'7" against 5'3", 135 weight class. Uh, Go with the uglier chick. Carly. Let's go Carly. Uglier chick usually wins. Let's fucking go. I wouldn't be surprised if Nicole wins, though. All right, next one. Bruno Ferreira and Jackson McVeigh. What the fuck? McVeigh, 6-0, 6'4", 5-inch. Damn, 5-inch reach advantage. Damn. It's going to be fighting at. Are they fighting at 205, I'm assuming? Not 180. Not 185. Fuck no. I kind of just want to go Bruno. What do you guys think? You guys think Bruno wins or Jackson? I'm on Bruno. I know Jackson's undefeated record is a debut. He's a bigger man, but I still want to take Bruno here. Go Bruno. I'm not confident with that one though. Alrighty, next pick. Because last week, man, I did really bad on my picks. My picks were ass. I was like, what the fuck? So I really gotta lock in on these picks. Ryan Spam and Lucas. I think this is the guy that lost to Anthony Smith last time. So I'm gonna go with Lucas Bretsky. They're both 6 feet, 1 inch reach, heavyweight. Yeah, give me Lucas. All right, next we got Jimmy Crute against Marcin Prachnio. Crute was in a draw. I think I saw that fight. Oh yeah, he's the guy with the. I think this is Resident Evil. I tried watching that movie recently. It was kind of ass. Not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, give me Polish Power. Just give me Polish Power. I don't know. I mean, the Mullet Man. It's in Louisiana. Oh, he's Australian too. He might have the crowd behind him, but I still got Polish power here. Go Polish power. All right, then we got Adam Fugit. I'm just kidding. It's Fujit against Islam. Bro, look at this. Look at this mismatch, bro. This guy's making his UFC debut. He's at one professional fight from Russia. They're fighting at what I'm assuming is 180, 185. Bro, look at this. We got Lowe's worker over here versus athletic specimen. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What up, Seha? How we doing? Thank you for coming, bro. Who do you got right here, bro? Islam or fuck it? I think I got fuck it. if fuck it wins in this one, bro, I'm about to parlay this shit. If fuck it wins, I can't say shit. I don't know how to pick him if that happens. This is the main prelim fight. It starts at 3. Alrighty. Oh, here we go. Let's fucking go. Who do you guys got right here? I got a Tebo, bro. He won me my last. I think I bet on him last time and he won. Yeah, Cameroon fighting at was his light heavyweight 205. Yeah, light heavies. 4-inch reach advantage. Yeah, give me a Teba, bro. Valentine should be pretty good. This fight should be good, but I got a Teba. All right, next we got Prado versus Nikolai. Bro, give me Nikolai, man. No, I mean Prado. This guy looks like his head looks like Minecraft shaped. Looks like he swallowed like a brick. He's a pretty good fighter. I think it should be a pretty close fight actually. He's a smaller man though. Oh, but fighting at 185, smaller reach advantage. I'll be rooting for Prado. I'll be rooting for him, just because I already picked a lot of like Middle Eastern dudes. Not from Middle East, or like Russian Muslims, but they're so fucking good. So yeah, rooting for Prado, but I got Nikolai right here. I'll probably parlay Nikolai, Ateba, and Islam. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, because the rest, the card is actually pretty good right here. Because we got, why is this on the undercard? Why? That makes no sense. We got Martin Vittori versus Brendan Allen. Bro, this is pretty good. This is this should be on the main card. Brendan Allen, New Orleans native, Vittori, Italian stallion. Let me see. Brendan's a bigger man. They're fighting at 185, 1-inch reach. Honestly, I think because of the crowd behind him, it being in New Orleans, I think it's going to go to decision. And I got Brendan Allen. If it goes to decision, Brendan, I haven't seen Vittori finish anybody in years, bro. Another week, another episode, Seha. But yeah, dude, Vittori, like, he's got power. I don't know his grappling is that good. I know he has good takedown defense, and he's one of those guys that's gonna like keep you against the fence for like a while once he gets tired. Whereas Brendan is gonna like do some stupid shit against you. So yeah, I got Brendan just because of the fact that he's gonna do maybe some stupid shit and get that decision. Next, the main prelim fight. The top of the prelims, we got Kyler Phillips versus Oliveira. Phillips doing, dude, there's a couple guys here rocking the Jesus cut. Look at this. Phillips and McVeigh, they're rocking the Jesus hair. But yeah, I got Oliveira. I think Oliveira's gonna win. Charles Oliveira's brother. Dude, I don't know if you guys seen his last fights, but his fuckers are like, he's brutal, dude. Like, he'll be kneeing guys to the head, like throwing flying knees for flying kicks. This should be a good fight. Yeah, dude. I don't know what the UFC is doing with this shit. Like, these 4 fights right here on the prelims are better than this one, and this one. What the fuck? Yeah, like, what? Oh my gosh. They should have flipped a lot of this around. Because I mean, they got the free fights that are better than the pay-per-view. Whatever. All right. So I got Oliveira. Then we got Daniel Zellhuber versus Michael Johnson. Yeah, like Michael Johnson, don't get me wrong, like there was a time like years ago where Michael Johnson like almost beat Khabib. And yeah, he's coming off a big win, but he's an older guy now. Daniel Zellhuber is coming off a loss, but he's up and coming prospect. Damn, dude, they're fighting out what 170 now? Yeah, dude, give me Daniel, give me Zellhuber. Then we got Danny Ige versus Pitbull. Pitbull should have been demoted to the fucking main card. I mean undercard ever since his last performance. Give me Danny Ige. Ige, and it should be a close fight. Ige by decision. Pitbull probably gets tired like by like round one or like end of round two, and then yeah, Ige just takes over by going to the ground. Then we got Holland versus Rodriguez. Yeah, dude, these guys. If anything, this should be like the main prelim fight. Like, you got some names. Guys a little older. Kevin, he's not a guy that's gonna like go in there. He'll get a finish definitely. He's a guy that go in there and get a finish, but he's gonna fuck around. At least he's an entertaining fighter. I can see why they put him in the main card because of that. And Daniel he's a scrapper at least. He's not the most technical fighter, but yeah, 7-inch reach advantage. Kevin's better on the ground. I don't see Daniel finishing him. Give me Kevin. Alrighty, then we got co-main, Paulo Costa versus Kopylov. Yeah, like this isn't that good of a co-main. This should be like it should be Brennan Allen as the co-main, or maybe even throw up Vinicius Oliveira like and Phillips. Whatever, man. I'm not in charge of the card, but damn, so crazy. Okay, so we got Costa, great power versus Kopylov. I think he's a better all-around fighter. I think he's better on the ground. Do I think Costa can catch him? Yeah, but I think Kopylov isn't going to get finished by him. I think this is going to go to decision, like a boring decision. Yeah, like this is a weird card because it'll go like it starts off decent. You got some decent scraps, could end with some finishes, and then it goes pretty good. We got we got 4 straight like bangers in the prelims, but then like 1, 2, 3, 4, they're like okay, and then it sets up for the main event, which I know everybody and their mom, you like that? Everybody and their mom in the arena is gonna be rooting for Poirier, but for some reason I got Max, bro. I got Max winning this. I think he's just he's a longer fighter. It's not a bigger fighter. They're gonna go back to 155. Dustin's gonna have the crowd behind him. It's his last scrap. Max still holds the BMF title. He's still trying to do something with his career. He's trying to run it back with Ilya, maybe fight Charles. But yeah, the BMF title is. I don't know. This should be a really good fight. I'm excited for the event. I mean, looks like I'm gonna be really excited for the prelims. Shit, I might get fucked up during those. Might put in a little parlay with Kopylov, Holland, and Zellhuber after the prelims if my prelim parlay doesn't go through. But yeah, it should be interesting. Should be an interesting one. Let me know what you guys think. Because you know what else we got is fucking. Where's right here? We got Manny Pacquiao, dude. The return of Pacquiao. I think he's the underdog right here. Let's go to Forbes. Yeah, dude. What the. So we got Manny. How old is this motherfucker, man? No, I'm not paying you, Forbes. This is actually a pretty good fight. I mean, a pretty good card. What the fuck, dude? Isaac Cruz is on the prelims, and then we got Fundora versus Tim Suzu. This is pretty good. Yeah, this is a good card. I like it. I like it. Not for $80, but we got our ways. Okay, so Mario Barrios is 30 years old. No offense, this guy is not that good. I remember watching him fight, and I think he fought against Tank. Yeah, he was so bad. I think it was Tank Davis. Yeah, it was really bad. Pacquiao was 46 years old. Oh my god. I'm rooting for Pacquiao, bro. Let's go. 46-year-old Pac-Man. And you know what? I think he could do it. You know why? Mario Barrios has no fucking power in his hands. He barely fucking throws. And when he does, I mean, he has like a decent uppercut. Yeah, so go Pac-Man, bro. Go Pac-Man. I'll be rooting for Pac-Man, bro. If he wins the title, bro. Go Pac-Man, Seha. Go Pac-Man. Damn, bro. I'm actually really excited for Sebastian versus Tim Suzu. That's gonna be a good one. And then they got Isaac Pitbull Cruz. But that's crazy, man. Okay, Pacquiao is 62, 8, and 2. Yeah, I remember some of those losses too. Marquez, obviously the most famous one, Mayweather, but he lost to Ugas recently. Yeah, that Cuban fighter. Yeah, and I remember when was this? 2021. Dude, this is 4 years ago. Dude, Pacquiao hasn't fought in 4 years. He's about to come back and try to fucking win this title against Mario Barrios. Fuck it, man. Let's go. If I gotta pick it, I'm gonna go Pac-Man. I'm gonna go Tim Suzu, and I'm gonna go Isaac Cruz. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Our washed king. But that's crazy. Like, what's his net worth? Let me check that. Pac-Man net worth. Manny Pacquiao. He's worth $220 million according to Sports Illustrated, and he's made about. He made like over $500 million in the course of his boxing career. So like, why are you fighting, bro? Like, just let it go. Oh, you know what it is though? I think because like he tried getting into like politics, and I think he didn't do like well. I think he like became I think a congressman of like it was like he was famous locally, like no, not famous, success in terms of like local elections. But when he tried getting into like more like national, I don't think he got that momentum that he wanted. And then also with I think he said some shit that pissed off a lot of people too. So I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable about Filipino politics, but that's wild. But speaking of politics, oh boy, I don't really get political on this channel, but this time I will. Jeffrey fucking Epstein, bro. Oh boy. The famous island. If you guys don't know, this is the famous island. So if you ever see this picture right here, this is where all the nasty happened. The diddling. The diddling occurred here. So let me get you guys wrapped up to caught up to date for you guys that don't know this. I'm sure you guys do. So this motherfucker, here, let's go to the right here. So that way y'all can read it with me yourself. I'm gonna adjust his website right fucking here. All right. So it was the US versus Jeff Epstein in New York and in Florida. All right. So right here, you can read right here. This is what he did. He was diddling the minors. Minor girls, bro. Right here. Look at this. Diddling minor girls in Manhattan. All this was proved already. So there's no alleged, there's no whatever. Okay, he went to jail for this shit. All right, and supposedly, right? Supposedly, he offed himself, right? Supposedly, this is his jail right here. They found it right here. There's the jail. They found it, and he was, whatever. I can't say it on here because of they'll take down my video. I'm even surprised they let me post this shit. All right, so the feds they posted like a 1 hour unedited video. That shit was edited, bro. Like a full minute was out, was cut out. So right here, the footage. I'm not, you guys find it right here. It's everywhere. So right here is his cell, and right here, out here was where the like where all the people where they go out of their cell, they, like hang out, like eat sometimes. Not even rec time, but just like personal hour, or whatever. So this lady's right here cleaning him out, and so like I mentioned, they found his ass uh in the cell. And so if we go back right here, back to the DOJ website, it's all available for you guys to see this. So all these files are available right here. This is what he got charged from. Conspiracy. So a lot of theories started coming out because this motherfucker has a lot of pictures with people, bro. Like he's hanging out with, let me see. Bro, like you name it, bro. Like obviously Trump, This is the most famous one. Like obviously, like this is the most famous one. Like there's, but the thing is like this fucker's with a bunch of people, bro. Like they got him with where's the other one? Actually, right here. But like they got him with like senators, judges. I think the most famous one was fucking Prince Andrew. Where is it right here? I'll find it right here. One of the right here. I got him right here. One of the fucking royals from England. So it's like, who do you fucking know, bro? Like, how do you know all this shit? Like, what the fuck? So people start asking questions naturally, and so then he ended up, himself. I think that was during like COVID, like 2021, around then. And so then his lady, Ghislaine Maxwell. Here we go. That's the next wrinkle in the story. She then gets fucking caught up into this, part of the conspiracy as a conspirator. But the thing was, she's not. She's still alive though, bro. This is scary. Yes, it is, Ronnie. We're about to get even scarier right now. Because now they asked this lady, and dude, she says she's down to testify. Where is it right here? I found it recently. Unfair trial. Yeah, everybody gets an unfair trial. Yeah, yeah, whatever. I hate reading the news, man, because like they're just trying to get you to like read their bullshit because they know most people don't have the time of day to fucking read the bullshit. Right here. Fuck it. Let's go to the Independent. Watch them try to fuck me and send up for their ads. I can't find. Here we go. Got it right here. All right. Because this lady's still alive, bro. For now. Hi, John. Clickbait. I know, dude. Like, it's not even like clickbait, but it's like they know that they have like a sliver of information that's like what I want to see. And it's like, all right, we're gonna throw a bunch of ads and like sign up for our subscription and all that shit. I'm like, bro, please just give me what I want to know, please. So yeah, bro, I highly this lady's 63 years old. God damn. Here we go. Here we go. He was found. Yeah, here we go. In 2019. 2019. That's when it was. That's when it was. So yeah, so she's caught up in this shit. And so like people are like assuming like, okay, maybe she knows more people that were involved. Because dude, wait, no. Sorry, I almost fucked up. Where is it? Uh this lady right here, bro. Look, this happened earlier this year, bro. One of the victims, fucking, she died too. Virginia, I'm not gonna pronounce that name. Jeffrey, bro, like 41 years old, 41, and she's gone. One of the victims that came out. Let's look up her. Let's look up her. Got her right here. This lady. So she was the one in the picture with Prince Andrew, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's her. Same lady right here, bro. Right here. And she's gone. She's gone in April. She was 41. So now I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is crazy. And like it just kind of like adds to that whole like conspiracy shit because now like whenever they ask Trump about it, and like I kind of get it, he kind of gets mad because there's other shit going on with like the thing in Texas, the flood in Texas, there's power outages going on in the country. There's fucking bombings. There's fucking the immigration shit. And then motherfuckers are asking him just about the fucking Epstein. So I get it, bro. Like, you're like, why are you asking me about this? But it's like, well, because you kind of ran on this, and it's like, it brings me back to that whole thing with like, oh, we're gonna build a wall, and it's like, well, no, you're not. But you're selling it. You're selling it. Oh, what happened with Obama chef drowning? What? Obama had a chef that drowned? What the fuck? I didn't know Obama had a chef that drowned. That's crazy though. Yeah, but yeah, Obama did a lot of fucked up shit. Like he deported more people than Trump, and we don't get the same energy. So yeah, I totally see what you mean by that. But yeah, it's just like I think all this is because there's a lot of different avenues. So you have the regular folk which just want to see like people getting their just desserts. It's like, hey, if you did sex trafficking, whatever, with little girls, you deserve to go to jail. Okay, so those people, and then you have the like conspiracy people, which are like, oh, there's like in secret these organizations, and they're diddling girls. Yeah, they're flying them across the country. Yeah, they're selling teenage girls and sending them to Europe and Asia. And I'm like, dude, like, yeah, I'm sure that like sex trafficking is a thing. I know it's a thing. Like, I know that shit happens, but it's like I don't think like to this level where it's like, yeah, we're gonna get the judge and senator, and we're gonna have them on tapes. Yeah, like, okay, bro, like I don't know if it's like that. If it is, that's crazy. Like that's insane. Because I know there's like the theory is because okay, let's go back to the island. Go back to the island. Um, Apparently on this island right here, this motherfucker had like microphones, video cameras, all this shit everywhere in every fucking room. So the theory is that like okay, you go to this island, it's in international waters, so it's not under like jurisdiction of whatever. Okay, so you go there, um, and he kind of like blackmail you, like sexual blackmail. So it's like okay, we have you on camera, dealing or doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing with like little girls, and it's like hmm. Well, not the craziest thing I've ever heard. Is it plausible? Yeah. Is it possible though? I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. It's really crazy because you got like I mentioned, dude. Like this fucker has a lot of photos with like Bill Gates. Like that was another one, bro. Like what, how do you know so many fucking people? Like who was this guy? Like he was like a finance guy. Like he was like one of those people. Like oh yeah, you want to meet Warren Buffett? Well have you met Jeffrey? Jeffrey knows everybody. Jeffrey's has well connected. You gotta know Jeffrey. And it's like don't forget Mexico's going to pay for it. Exactly. Like, where's the Trump wall? Why isn't Hillary in jail? It's like shit like that, It's um like I'm not do I think Biden was a part of all this? No. Do I you know what I mean? Like is there weird photos of Biden like sniffing little girls' hair? Like yeah, like where is it? Like yeah, can you find a bunch of like weird ass pictures of Biden? Yeah, I'm sure you can, but it's like like there's definitely smoke. There's definitely some fire, but I don't know if there's a wildfire going on. Because if that's what's going on, like I don't know, man. And the thing that gets me going, that adds fuel to the fire is like, where is it? House Republican vote to reject Epstein. Uh, this was yesterday. Yeah, right here. Block vote to release the files. And it's just like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know. It's like that, like it's like almost like false advertisement. So it's like, hey, like it's like all right, like these people are bad. They're letting all the bad happen, and so when we come in, we're gonna reveal the bad, so that way no one that did bad could get away with it. And now it's like they're there, they're in power, and it's like, well, we don't want to release the bad because I think some of our people did bad too. But it's like, can I really jump to that conclusion? Because it's like we've gone through all the evidence, right? We've gone through all this shit, and it's like, okay, so what do we know? There was a rich finance guy. He had a lot of connections, a lot of different people. And like the Diddy thing, it's like okay, just because you know somebody doesn't mean like, or you are in the same area as somebody doesn't automatically make you guilty. Does it make you suspicious? Oh fuck yeah, it does. Especially the more and more times you meet with him, like a lot of these guys did. So I was like, okay, he gets caught, he goes guilty, he ends up dying, and then his lady, like right hand, essentially right hand man, gets guilty too, and they're the only two that get caught. And we have all these pictures. We have dead of supposed. Well, yeah, we had not supposed. She was a victim. We have dead victims, and now it's like all this is just gonna go away. Like, and then we're gonna go to the next topic. So yeah, man, I don't know. What I think might happen is someone might leak it because somebody could. There's a list somewhere. Like there is a supposed list of people. I think I gotta ask my buddy Adrian. I think he had a list of like celebrities because it was called a little black book. That's what it's called, and it was like on Reddit or something. And somebody posted it, but I can't really trust that shit. But my buddy, I think my buddy Adrian, he downloaded it. So I'm gonna give him a call. I'm gonna send him like, hey, do you still have that list? Send me a picture of that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this one. Like I said, I don't really get too political on this channel because I don't like fucking talking about that bullshit. Because you can talk about politics everywhere, but I'm here to talk about fun stuff. Exactly, a bunch of fake lists. Exactly, too many fakes. But I trusted the one Adrian had because Adrian, I think he was like, I think he showed it to me one time during a UFC event. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that one because this story is not over. It's just beginning. They're asking Trump every fucking day, and he's like, "Why are you guys asking me about this bullshit? It's fake. No one's in there." And it's like, "Well, bro, those pictures ain't fake, and you're right next to him." So I don't know. I don't know. You know what I do know about though? Is I know about Superman. All right, what do we know about Superman? Oh, here we go. See, continue without disabling. Fuck your ads. Fuck you. Superman, 93%. All right, we're going to start off non-spoiler review. Non-spoilers. Here we go. I will let you know when spoilers come out. Okay, I will let you know when I start mentioning spoilers. All right. What do I think about this movie? I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. I really did. I liked Superman. I liked Lois Lane. I liked um okay, my favorite characters were Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho. I like Guy Gardner. Um, I like the dog. I like the pacing of the movie. The pacing was really good. It kind of just like it's kind of like Star Wars, where it just kind of starts. Like it's like there's no explanation. It's just go, 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 and at least like the first like I want to say the first 30 minutes of the movie, like shit just went. Like okay, on the next thing, on the next thing, on the next thing, and the movie's only about like 2 hours long. And the thing was, when it ended, I was like, "Damn, I want more! Like, I want to see more of this. Like, this is really, really good." So like I said, no spoilers. The villain was good. Lex Luthor was good. The action was good. Good overall. Yeah, good, good, good. The coloring, yeah, coloring really good. Um, yeah, it was really exhilarating. Yeah, a lot of the, especially some of the flying scenes, all the action scenes, really good. If I were to compare it to something, it really did feel like a cartoon episode of like the old Superman animated series, but also with like the Justice League cartoon because of the other heroes that were sprinkled in. Um, okay, got to do some negatives. Some of the shots were a little weird, like a little. It was. I don't know. Okay, so I heard it was the same cinematographer as The Flash, and that person I don't know who they are, but they like to use these like wide angles, but with like a fisheye. So you'll see like a big piece of the like a big piece of the screen, but it's almost like curved. You know what I mean? And I like it for some of the shots, but for some of them, they come out a little wonky. And like I was talking to my buddy Jesse about it, my neighbor Jesse, because he saw it too, and we kind of agreed that like it kind of took away from some of the, I guess you could say, aura. You know what I mean? Like some of the hype, but there were certain shots like when he was coming out of the it's in the trailer when he's coming out of like the dust, like that was pretty cool. But like there's certain like it's more like on the actor's face. I feel where some of their faces come out like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I got one right here. I got one right here, like this. Okay, so this is fuck it. Spoilers starting now. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, just skip it. Starting right here at 35:20. Okay, so like now, like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, like some of the shots are kind of wonky, but don't get me wrong, it was a funny movie. Like a lot of the jokes landed. Um, some of the comedy. Okay, so like okay, we're in spoiler territory. The Jimmy Olsen like running jokes, it got kind of like it was funny, but it kind of old after a while, and it kind of was like it didn't make it kind of like easy. You know what I mean? Like how they resolved the conflict really quickly, but it kind of was because it was he's kind of like texted this girl and she's like, all right, here's everything you need to know, and go. And it's like, oh, okay, here I got everything we need. Let's go. And then they they kind of did. Like ultimately it was fine because I like that character. Um, but let me just go with my favorite sequences. From like beginning to end. Okay, so I really liked the basically like the relationship between Superman and Lois, like the way they were arguing back and forth, the way they had to like go like kind of like resolve their differences, the way their outlooks on things. And yeah, I just bought their chemistry. The chemistry was really good. Superman was really good. I think he did a good job of balancing like that, like hopefulness, still kind of being a Boy Scout. I knew like in the beginning when he was like, "Oh shucks," I'm like, "Okay, yeah, this is really good." Um, but still remaining kind of like powerful, like strong, like okay, like when this guy pulls up, it's like you could tell like shit's gonna like shit's gonna go down. Um, what else did I really like about it? Yeah, so like my favorite part with him was when he's like spinning. When he was spinning with the lasers, going against the other Lex, his troops. I really enjoyed so specific Superman. Uh, when he was going after Lex Luthor for his dog, when he just fucking threw the door down. I fucking love that scene. It's so funny. When he was fucking sipping the cup, he's just like what dog? I don't know what dog. Please sip it as dog. It's like what the fuck? Yeah, that was funny. Let me see. Other characters now. I really enjoy Mr. Terrific, dude. Mr. Terrific was a show stealer. Dude, every scene he was in, he just stole it, bro. I fucking love that character. He's so fucking funny. Such a good character. The T spheres, yeah, that scene, my favorite scene in the whole movie. Um, I really like Metamorpho. I thought his name at first was the Element Man, but no, it was his Metamorpho. I love him. The baby Joey thing, hilarious. It reminds me of the Baby Yoda. Got one up there. It's hilarious. It was That's the one part of the movie that felt kind of weird was when they were like in this pocket universe, and then there was like this like river of photons. It looked kind of like Minecraft almost, like those effects. It was cool. And then how he had to use the super breath to to fly him, Metamorpho, and the baby out of the black hole. Like it was a good movie, man. It was a fun movie, entertaining movie. I think it was better than Jurassic World, much better than Jurassic World, the new one. Um, and what else? What else I really like in the movie? Oh yeah, some negatives. Hawk Girl, I think she could have had a lot more to do. Um, what else? Yes, like I said, some of the running gags they got a little old, but overall it was still funny. Lack of aura. Some of the shots, and we need to work on those like aura shot, like with hype moments. But overall, it's still good. Uh, and then I guess I don't really think it's a negative, but what I heard going into it was yeah, it did kind of feel like Guardians of the Galaxy with Superman in it. And I could see how people think that just because of the Justice Gang and overall, I like them. Guy Gardner was hilarious. I liked every time he did the. Yeah, I thought he was fucking funny. Uh, but yeah, like overall, I just think it's a solid film. I give it an A. That's what I personally give it. I think it's an A. I think it's if this is like the first steps of the new universe, I'm all in, bro. Because if this is how like because with Marvel it started with Iron Man. You know what I mean? And Iron Man wasn't, I mean, the best superhero movie from Marvel, but it set the foundation. It set like the blueprint of like, okay, here's what we're gonna do, and here's how we're gonna follow it. Do this, and we're gonna do great. Ah, the score, the music, bro, the music. Yes, thank you, Seha. I forgot about the music, bro. I already added two songs from the movie to my playlist. Fucking the punk rocker one and the one they played during Miss Terrific scene. Great, yeah. Like fuck, man. I can't really find that many negatives in this movie. The villains were a little cartoony, but that's fine. I like them. A hot girl killed one of them. Uh, oh, that's the one thing. Ultraman. Ultraman was cool. It's just I wish they could have revealed him to be somebody else. Because if he was a clone, the fact that it was a clone of him, that's cool. He goes into a black hole. He's gonna come back as Bizarro probably, or as shit, maybe even the real Ultraman, where like he goes to like a different universe and he like learns like kind of forming. I think it's the Justice Lords, where or shit, they're basically yeah like a take no shits, take no prisoners version of the Justice League, where it's like no, like we're gonna kill you if you don't fucking follow the rules, type shit. So I don't know. I heard that's what they wanted Henry to be. Like they wanted Henry to come in, play Ultraman. The big reveal is, oh hey, look, the Superman is like a altered clone or something, like something wrong with him, and then he goes to another universe and then comes back because they could always do Crisis or other stories. But yeah, dude, like DC is in a good spot right now. Um, the Peacemaker cameo, hilarious. Uh, the Supergirl cameo, hilarious. Like it's good movie, man. Good movie. I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys go watch it. And we're gonna need to, bro, because I don't know if you guys have seen the box office, but it's not this big like win that everybody is going out, saying it to be. Because this is where we're at right now, 232. This is it, and I think the budget, if I'm not mistaken, was 225. Let me see. Let me go to the budget. Yeah, 225. So it made 222 first weekend. Well, as of Tuesday, because of those, hey, I'm never gonna knock anybody for going to those Tuesday night releases, bro. Those Tuesday night discount days have been holding me down for years. So I'm never gonna knock anybody for going to those. But yeah, it's and this is the reason why right here, bro. The international numbers, they just don't. They just I don't know. People, I've been seeing arguments with like saying it's because of politics, saying it's because of. For me, I think it's because of competition, and because it's really expensive to go to the movies, and because of the state of the DC brand. Because it's like, okay, we had what the Batman a few years ago that was its own thing, and then since then, what we had a shitty Flash movie, a Blue Beetle movie that was like fine, but if in all honesty, it probably could have been a better Young Justice movie. Think about that. Um, what else we have? Shazam 2, Aquaman 2, and like yeah, like the brand is just it's not hot. DC isn't we're not striking gold right here. We're getting into the first steps of a new universe, establishing, hey, like yeah, we're not making that much money right now, but where we're going, we're gonna make a lot of money because these movies are really good. And that's what I hope so. We have Supergirl coming next. Then we have Clayface. We Those are the new movies coming out next year. For this year remaining, I think we have. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the Lanterns next year. The Lantern Show next year. But for this year, we have Peacemakers season 2. I think in August. We got that to look forward to. And I heard that's gonna more or less be the new direction for the new DC universe. So we'll see. Everything is still being worked on. We've heard a bunch of shit: Batman, Wonder Woman, Teen Titans, but it's until they release. Until there's the script is ready. They're done with filming. They're in post production. They're marketing. Not really going to focus on it because what's the point? Um, I think so. Like I mentioned, this year Peacemaker, next year Supergirl, Lanterns, and Clayface. So that's where we're at. That is where we are at as of now. And then I just wanted to do a quick comparison to Man of Steel, just because it was more or less. Okay, Superman is more of a comic book movie. After watching them both and rewatching Man of Steel is more like a sci-fi action. Superman's more of like a comic book adventure. So it's really hard to compare them, other than it's like they were the first Supermans for a new universe, but it's like completely different movies. But as you can see here, we're at 670. The international was a little bit more back then. I think that's just because of the appeal coming off of the success of The Dark Knight, and this one had Nolan producing. His brother wrote the script, so there was a little bit more hype behind it. And like I said, just because back then, bro, it was cheaper to go to the movies. There was less competition, if I'm not mistaken. Because right now there's Jurassic World, there's the F1 movie, and we have Fantastic Four coming out later on, like next week. So I don't anticipate Superman making more money. I think Superman's probably gonna make around like 500 to like low six. And hey, it's to me, I think that's, I mean, it has to make over 560 to 562 and a half, so about 563 uh to go beyond breaking even. So I think it'll do that. I really do think so. I think it'll just makes like just fall under six, like just barely falling under six. But hey, it's still gonna be a good start. Um, do I like Henry? Yes. Do I think he was a good Superman? Yes. Do I think he didn't have a lot to work with? Yeah. Do I think the scripts left a lot to be desired? Yeah. Do I think if Henry had this script for Superman, would he be really good? Yeah. But that's not the world we live in anymore. We're on to newer and greener pastures, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, I rewatched Man of Steel the other day, and honestly, I think at best it's like a B. I enjoyed the movie from his first flight. Like that first flight scene where he's like, bro, it was like one of the most hype fucking scenes I've ever seen. It's really really well executed scene. Um, with fucking I always forget his name, man. With Russell Crowe monologuing over him, Kevin Costner. Like the cast is great. You have Amy Adams, Lawrence Fishburne, Michael Shannon. Like it's a good cast. It's a good. What I go as far as say it's a good movie. I think it's a solid movie. I think good is kind of like you got to go into like a B plus range. I think this is a solid B. I think it's a good time. Yeah. I think they could have done better with it. Yeah. I wish we could have got a Man of Steel 2 with Brainiac and yeah, the shit they were setting up in this, like you like with the Kryptonians and the ship being alive, like okay, is Supergirl alive? Hey, Supergirl. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be one of those people that are like, oh man, it's still made more money. It means it's better. Like, nah, dude. If we're being completely honest, Superman was a better movie. Overall, I think it's just more fun. But Man of Steel was solid. I think it was good. I like the Snyder cut. I just think BVS and the first Suicide Squad pretty much just killed that DC universe. I think it was mainly because of the executives, where people working at Warner, they saw what the Avengers were doing. They were like, "Yo, why don't we do that?" Because they got what Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and they're making $1 billion. So okay, so why don't we get Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, put them in a movie, and we should get $1 billion, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not it's not illogical thinking, but it's just the fact that like we went from A to Z. It's just that's why, and it's fuck it. Let's jump through real quick. Let's go Batman vs Superman box office. Yeah, here we go. So this thing made just under a bill. So they're chasing that, right? They're chasing a billion by making this, and then at the same time we had Marvel that was coming out with Civil War. And what do they do? Watch, you'll see. Billy. So yeah, if anybody ever asks you like, hey, what went wrong with DC, just show them these two numbers. Show them, hey, like the people working at Warner saw this, right? They're like, hey, like they got like, because don't get me wrong, like I love Captain America, I love Iron Man, I love Marvel, they're great, but they were never the heavy hitters. It was always Spider Man, Wolverine, and Hulk. When I was a kid, those were the three. Like they were it. But Disney came in, and they were like, "No, we're gonna make these guys the next hot shit," and they made them the next hot shit. And Warner saw that, and they were like, "You know what? We got hot shit already because everybody and their mom, hey, like that. Everybody and their mom already knows who Batman is, they know who Superman is, they know who Wonder Woman is. Throw them all in a movie, see what happens." And they didn't make the Billy. They didn't make the Billy. What are you gonna do besides make a whole new universe? Alrighty. We're gonna go on to our last topic today, guys. I really, really appreciate you guys being here with me today. Um, but it's time, guys. It is time to do our proper tier list. I did one in the past, just like I did DC, but this time we're going through it. All 36? Or is it 34? I think it's 34. They're for sure over like 35 movies. Anyways, let's start with the first one. Always with the first one. We're going to go with the first Iron Man. I'm going to give it an A. Give it an A. I think this movie and the first Superman movie are going to be looked at pretty similarly as the solid foundation which set up the universe. That from there, this is like the lynch point, where it's like if you're better than this, you're an S tier. If you're worse than this, sorry, but this is the standard for Marvel. This is the standard. All right, followed by that, we're gonna go with the Hulk, Incredible Hulk. Honestly, looking back at this now, yeah, probably B tier, bro. Like this movie is low key aged really well, especially with what they've done to Hulk recently. Edward Norton, um, fuck, I forgot her last name. She was in Lord of the Rings. I'm terrible with names, guys. I'm so sorry. Liv Tyler. Tim Roth is in the movie. Like Tim Blake Nelson. Yeah, it is a good cast, man. Yeah, the Abomination was kind of weird looking, but I think overall Hulk is a solid B. Solid B. All right, next. Okay, I'm going in the order of how they release these shits. Iron Man 2. Bro, I saw this movie recently. This shit is ass. Not ass, but it's like, yeah, it's mid. Let's go to mid. There's no, I've seen all of them. All right, yeah, it's mid, bro. I rewatched it. Black Widow was introduced, and it was fine. It was just unfocused. Like, the villain was like this. I think it was Mickey Rourke with like electric whips. Yeah, dude, like, War Machine did more in it, and that's just all it felt like. It felt like DLC to the first movie. So yeah, it just no. Sorry. Then we got Thor, the first one. Fuck, man. I think it's pretty mid too, honestly. Because it's like this one's like two different movies. It's like, okay, you have the first one, which feels like a Shakespeare Norse play with like, oh, my son, father, how are you? And it's like, okay, like, we have these good effects, great costumes, great cast, but it kind of jumbles itself later on in the second half, where it's like, all right, we're gonna throw you on Earth, we're gonna give you no powers, and you're gonna fight this like metal thing that looks like it was a villain in the Power Rangers. Oh, and then Loki's gonna do his tricks. Ooh, and it's like, yeah, I think it's pretty mid. Okay, then here we go. Captain America, here we go. Solid B. Solid B. This is where I think Marvel, dude, because like look at this. Like DC tried jumping from Man of Steel to Justice League in like 3 movies, and yeah, like most of them weren't that good. And then we got Marvel here. Well, we got like 3 decent movies, and then we get to the Avengers. This is the cash cow right here, guys. The cash. This is S tier. This shit still holds up to this day, bro. I remember when that shit came out when I was in high school. Because I think by this point I had not seen, I think just like Iron Man 2, which fuck yeah, I'm happy I didn't. That shit was ass. I saw the other four because my dad had they would show Thor on like FX. I saw Hulk, yeah, I think in the theater. Same with Iron Man, saw it in the theater. And then with Cap, I think I saw that one. Did I see that one in the theater? No, I didn't. I saw that one at home, like on FX also. So yeah, like a lot of these like great like FX, TNT, the cable movies. So yeah, I think definitely that like fuck man, what they were able to achieve with that first Avengers, it changed movies forever, cinema forever, in my opinion. All right, then we got Iron Man 3. Yeah, back to the mid. This one, dude, yeah, another one unfocused, just like the Mandarin reveal, trash. The villain was like he like blew people up with like fire, like energy. Weird. Iron Man didn't have any powers for like half the movie. They had like one good sequence though when they were like flying out of the plane, and that's a lot of these movies. Like they're not all like bad because they all have some like good parts in them, but for the most part, they weren't good movies up until this point. We had one great one with the Avengers, a really good one with Iron Man, two solids, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here. Not yet, at least. You'll see when we get there. All right, then we got Thor 2. Yeah, more mid, bro. That's the thing, bro. A lot of these are mid, but if these came out nowadays, bro, they'd be happy with these releases. I swear. This one too is just okay. Yeah, Natalie Portman. She was sick because of like what it's called the ether. It's like red goo, and it was like another stone, and then you had like these elves. Yeah, unfocused. And Loki died again for the second time. All right, here's where they start hitting though, bro. Right here. This is where they start hitting their stride. I think, in my opinion, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is one of the best Marvel movies ever made, bro. I have it on DVD. Have it right here. It's in there. I don't want to pull it out. It's at the bottom. Yeah, bro, dude. Bucky. Like this one really did feel like a political spy thriller, but with the heroes, and it was just solid film overall, bro. Solid film. Uh, it just felt like one of the few times where it was like a personal film, where it was like, yeah, like it might be the end of the world with like the helicarriers and they're infringing on our rights and shit. But it was like at the end of the day, bro, badass action movie, badass spy movie. You had Black Widow teaming up with Cap, teaming up with Nick Fury, teaming up with introduction of Falcon. Like, dude, it was just like solid movie overall, dude. Oh, and one of my personal favorites right here, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, bro. Oh, the Guardians. This to me is Marvel's Star Wars. Really, really good movie. I think to this day it's like the best movie soundtrack I've ever heard. Like that soundtrack got me through a semester of college. All the characters are great. Yeah, but there's not much. I mean, the only negative for that movie is that the villain kind of sucks, but who cares? They had the epic dance battle to save the universe, like in Footloose. All right, then we get to Avengers 2, which in my opinion is a little bit of a drop off from Avengers 1. However, very solid film. Rewatch it, very good. Ultron, good villain. Introduction of Wanda, really good. Introduction of Quicksilver, that didn't last too long, but it's okay. What else did we introduce? I think that was pretty much it. That was new. But as far as that, dude, I think it's just a solid action movie, entertaining movie. Not much I could say about it other than like, yeah, they fight like endless waves of villains at the end. But overall, a solid movie. I like what they went from that point. Solid. Then we got Ant Man. Honestly, I think Ant Man's an A also. I think Ant Man was like the start of when they started like copying that blueprint from Iron Man 1, where it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna take this like down on his luck guy who was very charismatic, put him in a situation where he's gonna get like not in trouble, but he can't win. But through that, he has to overcome through different uh by using his wit, using different situations. Like overall, I think it was a really good movie. I mean, it got me to care about a fucking fake ant, Antony. Come on. Okay, then we got oh man, Civil War, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. Civil War is just one of those, bro. Introduced Spider-Man, introduced Black Panther. It split up. Well, it wasn't the Civil War of the comics. S tier movie, man. It had such hype moments when that last battle scene. I mean, Zemo was whatever, but I like that he was the catalyst to get these heroes to fight against each other. And yeah, those squads, bro. I'll never forget that airport scene. It was great. Okay, then we get to Doctor Strange. That's what I'm saying, man, dude. Another the same thing with Ant-Man. Like it took that blueprint of Iron Man. It's like, okay, take a charismatic, kind of flawed guy, throw him into a situation where he can't win, and through his wit, intellect, through his skills, etc., he's gonna overcome that and come out on the other side as a better person. Dude, yeah, I liked it, dude. I think the effects in Doctor Strange 1, some of the best special effects I've ever seen in my entire life, man. The way they did magic, fuck, bro. Like I remember that first time where he was like looking at the city and like it's like fucking like going in different directions. It was crazy, man. I ended up Strange one of my favorite heroes. Marvel heroes at least. Guardians 2. Yep, another solid one, dude. I This one's grown onto me over the years. I don't think it's better than Guardians 1, and I don't think it's better than Guardians 3. Yeah, I'll leave it in. I kind of might move it to B. I'll leave it in. Yeah, I think B is a fair assessment of this one. No, I'll leave it in A. I like the characters too much, and the soundtrack is great. There is the problem that movie has is it was kind of the start of Marvel like letting the jokes take over the story instead of like having it be a good story and sometimes it's funny that's sprinkled in with the comedy. But with this one, there were some parts where it's like there's way too many jokes going on right here, and a lot of them are really funny, but they're kind of taken away from that like emotional pull of the story. Then we got Homecoming. Oh man, dude, we're cooking right here. We are cooking. Yeah, back to A tier. I'd probably say it's better than. I think it's better than Guardians 2, but this one was focused. I mean, you had Iron Man, you had the Vulture, you had the first introduction of Spider-Man to the MCU. You had like it was fucking funny, man. I think my favorite sequence is when he was doing like Ferris Bueller, really running across the lawn and shit. Yeah, solid one. I think it was better than the second one. Yeah, a lot of these movies they kind of lose their footing in the second ones, but oh man, Thor Ragnarok, this one, man, best Thor movie, hands down, hands fucking down, dude. I mean, where do I begin, dude? They did Planet Hulk, they did Hela, they did Ragnarok, the actual like Ragnarok story. Fuck, man, like this one I think had the best balance of action and comedy because this one had I think the best balance of like heart while also being entertaining and delivering hilarious lines. So yeah, because of that, I give it to Ragnarok and really good effects too. Really good effects. Black Panther. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna give this one. Yeah, also an A. Also an A. Dude, yeah, right here, Marvel's cooking, dude. Right here, Marvel was in its stride. Like you could not say shit to Marvel, man. Yeah, this one probably one of the best villains of the entire fucking universe. Introduction of the character, well, further introduction after being introduced, good effects, and really the only like bad part was kind of the ending where it's kind of a little wonky to see them because they kind of like because both the villain and the main character like wear black suits, and the only difference is like yellow and purple. So when they're fighting in like I think it was in like near this like a train, like an underground train. And yeah, it was weird. Come up. Okay. Yeah, it was weird. Thank you, mom. I'm going to the store. Oh fuck, what was next? Oh man. Yeah, this is it, dude. The best one. Infinity War. What can you say, dude? Like I think I had this one. Yeah, I do. I got it for free. Yeah. When people tell me like what's the best Marvel movie, it's this one. This is the one. Like this really was like it was better than Endgame. This is really like what it all set up to. Like you could not. The ending with the snap, the damn dude, like just everything about that movie from beginning to end, like Hulk losing, Thor losing, the Guardians being meeting up with the Avengers, Spider-Man, Iron Man, like fuck, man, like I don't think you could top Infinity War. Doomsday's gonna have his and Secret Wars, they're gonna have fuck, bro. If they can top that, like shit, that's gonna be crazy. Oh boy, here we go. This is where it starts losing me. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Captain Marvel was ass. I'll say it. That shit was not good. I don't know how that shit made it over 1 billion. Actually, I do know that they sandwiched it in between both Avengers movies and they made it seem like you had to watch it. You really didn't have to. She was really, really like unlikable. I think the best character in the movie was the cats. The cats are cool, but like, yeah, she wasn't cool. They kind of made her out to be like this like aura farming, unstoppable, like energy, like full of energy that like you just can't even touch. And yeah, bro, the movie just wasn't good. Sorry, sorry. Okay, yeah. Then we got Endgame. Get it back to S tier. Yeah, probably one of the best endings to a movie ever. And shit, if people tell me, hey, I stopped watching Marvel at Endgame, I don't really blame you. Since then, we've had a lot of hits and misses, mostly misses, but the hits were good. The hits were good since then. But yeah, dude, that iconic ending with the other snap, the portals opening up, the beginning's a little slow. Beginning's a little slow, but from there, man, it gets fucking good. It gets really good. I think from when, yeah, probably like because it's almost like two different movies. Because the first half is almost like a retreading of like the last 10 years they did. It was like, oh hey, like remember this when we went to this movie, remember that movie? Yeah, I remember that was cool. And then it's like, okay, well, you're gonna use those to set up other shit on the side, and then ultimately it comes together after they come back from the time machine. So, and then that from there it just becomes, I feel like an extension of Infinity War. So yeah, dude, it's just so fucking good. Alrighty, and then we had Spider-Man 2. That was like, yeah, sorry, the villain wasn't that good. Um, I just think it was kind of unfocused. Excuse me. I think that one was like you could tell it was more of a Sony movie. They didn't really connect anything outside of Marvel, minus like Nick Fury. They didn't really do anything. And yeah, I think the best thing about that movie was that they introduced, well, they revealed his identity at the end of the movie. That was probably like the biggest thing. So, oh, and they did address like the blip and everything. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like that's the thing. It was just like neat, like nothing, nothing crazy. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Black Widow, ass, dude. Oh my gosh. So we're in the COVID era. This is what I like to call the COVID era. Because I remember this shit came out on Disney Plus the same day it came out. It was supposed to come out in theaters. Shit wasn't good, bro. I remember seeing it with my dad, and it was just a bunch of like weird, like bad Russian accents. The villain was whack. COVID era did suck ass. The villain was whack. It was like was Taskmaster, and it was like a weird girl. Like, yeah, bro. I couldn't really recommend that one. What was next? Shang-Chi. Here we go. We got a hit. We got a hit. I think Shang-Chi. I'll give it an A. I think it was an A. Yeah, yeah. I think the only thing I didn't like about that movie was that what's her face was in it. Yeah, that Aquafina was in it. But other than that, I mean, she wasn't like super annoying. They kept her to kind of tame with her comedic timing. The effects were great. I really like the like water's sea dragon that came out. I like the was it like the petals, the rose petals that they had. Like when he was training, like it was a good film. I think it's one of the better films post COVID. Oh man, I'm so sorry. The Eternal Pass. I, I think that's like the one Marvel movie I've only seen like one time, and I haven't seen like I haven't seen it since, bro. It just felt like a completely different movie. This should have been a show, man. Like you see me skipping over a lot of these shows, and that's one of them that should have been a fucking show. Yeah, like what, like 8 characters all in like I'm supposed to care about them in like 2 hours. Like it was just weird, man. You could tell it was like they tried writing it in a way that like, oh yeah, it made sense. We were here the whole time, but we didn't help because we didn't need to. And it's like, well, you kind of did need your help. But yeah, like if they do nothing with those characters ever again, I wouldn't be surprised. It was that bad. Like it just felt like a different movie. It didn't feel like a Marvel movie, if that makes sense. It felt like a low budget superhero movie. Here we go. Spider-Man, bro. Spider-Man 3. What can I say, man? You have all three Spider-Man in one movie. You pretty much do Sinister Six. Like I think that was probably like the last hype time that I was in the theater. Because I remember when I was I saw it at Cerritos in their like IMAX theater. It was probably like the last like really big theater I was in. I'm talking like at least over 100 people were in that theater. It was packed. And I remember, dude, when Andrew Garfield jumped out of the portal, I heard one guy literally like everybody was like because we all were like shocked, and there was one guy in the corner of the theater that just yelled, "Yeah!" And then we were all like, "Oh my god!" Like because like I said, it was still COVID. It's like none of us were like like into it. But when Toby came out, bro, I'll never forget, dude. I fucking got out of my chair and was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, dude, I got out of my fucking seat, dude. I'm like, hell fucking yeah, bro. Like, you got me. I don't care. I nerded out. I'm sorry. I nerded out in the theater. And I was like, but dude, everybody was fucking going crazy when that happened, dude. Like I remember I looked over because they have like the managers that like work there. Bro, I saw him. He was standing there like at the entrance of the theater, and he was just smiling, bro. Like I could tell that he was happy that we were like having this experience. Because like normally, they would say shit like, "Hey guys, please, come down, put your phones away." But dude, this fucker was like happy like that he got that pop. You know what I mean? And that was probably like the last time I got a pop like that in the theater, bro. Like that was insane. That was crazy. Getting goosebumps thinking about it now. All right, what's next? Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, that one's a little bit of a B. That one was a little bit of a letdown. That one, I think the problem with that one was the effects were really good. And the problem was, though, like the multiverse aspect of it wasn't very multiversal because they went to like two other universes outside of like the effects of going through them. Toby Toby face. I remember that. Um, what else with it? Like with the Illuminati, they were taken care of so easily, and then with the whole Wanda thing, it was like if you didn't watch WandaVision, you were kind of fucked. You know what I mean? And that too was another part of that where it was like, hey, you kind of have to watch our shows in order to like understand the full thing going on. And it's like you're gonna piss off a lot of people. My brother were pissed. They were like, "Nah, I'm not down for that." Like they felt like it was like homework. It's like, what do you mean I have to watch the shows in order to understand the movies? I'm like, yeah, like that's how it's gonna be now. And they're like, nah, I'm out. And man, I'm trying to get him back in. One of them was down for Superman, but the other one, he's not down. He was like, nah, I don't like that they got rid of Henry. I don't like that they're redoing it again because this is the third Superman, of our lifetime. So it's like the third time the charm. Hopefully. Okay, then we got Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, it was mid. I rewatched this recently, and it wasn't as bad as I remembered it. I think the only bad parts were really like some of the effects were really bad. I'm not gonna lie, at times they're really bad. Um, the screaming goats got annoying, and then I think it's just the ending, bro. Like the ending, because it's such a conflicting movie. It's like, okay, you have Gore the God Butcher, who I think is played really well by Christian Bale. He's doing his best that he can, and then you have Natalie Portman dealing with cancer, and then she's trying to like survive by being new Thor, and then you have Thor coming in, and he's fucking acting like he's in a whole different movie, man. He's like cracking jokes. He's like drinking brews, like having like another existential crisis, and then like, and he's saving like these kids, and they're like Zeus's Thunderbolt. It was just like what they tried to do with Ragnarok, with like that balancing of like seriousness and and like jokes. It was like it didn't work. Like the balance was just completely off. There were some scenes that, I'm not gonna lie, they felt like a fucking SNL skit. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? This isn't Marvel. And that's the thing, like with a lot of some of the movies that came out, like they just didn't feel like a superhero movie. Exactly. It's that how the screaming goats, dude, that shit was overkill. It was funny like maybe like three times. Like yeah, like three times maybe. When they first introduced them, like, oh okay, yeah, that was kind of funny. Um the second time was, I think, when they like crashed into the moon and like the goats hit it, that was funny. And then there was like one other time that made me like chuckle. It was like, huh. But like, yeah, dude, it was overkill. Overkill. Okay, then what do we got next? Wakanda Forever. Yes. Hmm. Let it be. Let it be. I think with that one, I gave it a B just because of everything that was around it. Like you had Chadwick Boseman dying, you had COVID, the restrictions, you pretty much had to make Shuri the next Black Panther. You couldn't bring back Michael B. Jordan as Black Panther. You couldn't do the multiverse shit yet. I heard they're gonna do a multiverse shit and bring in like, an older version of the character from a different universe, maybe. But yeah, man, like from everything that to work with, like the villain was good, the effects were good. The death of Viola Davis, no, not Viola Davis. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, fuck. Angela Bassett. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. Death of Angela Bassett, the mom. Like it had really good parts. The his son in the movie, the emotional ending, the beginning, the with this fucking the burial scene. Like it was overall, I think, a good movie, but it's just everything they had to work with kind of brought it down. You know what I mean? Like I would never pick Shuri to be with Black Panther, but they had to do what they had to do. The COVID restrictions, you could tell like a lot of scenes only have like two people in it. But dude, they made it work, man. And I think part of that has to do with Ryan Coogler and his crew. The script that they had to go through, like whoever he has working with them, they're really good. They are very, very good. What do we got next? Oh my gosh, ass. I'm gonna rewatch Quantum Mania soon, just to like. Wait, did I miss Ant Man and the Wasp? I did. I missed Ant Man and the Wasp, which is mid. Yeah, this is like the beginning of the end for Ant Man, bro. This was way sooner. This was probably like whatever. I missed this one. Did I miss any other ones? I did not. Yeah, okay. So real quick, Ant Man and the Wasp. Not as good as the first one. I think I don't even remember the villain, dude. I remember him getting really big and him like skating through the city with like a little mini truck on his knee. That was weird. And the third one, yeah, dude, I don't know why they put all their eggs into fuck, what was his name? Jonathan Majors. Yeah, Jonathan Majors' basket. Like I love Paul Rudd. Every time he was in it, it was great. Everybody else sucked. The daughter sucked. Um, the mom sucked. Bill Murray was there. They tried to make it like Star Wars, but like a lot of the effects were not good. Like, fuck, what's his name? The big Modoc. Fuck, man, that was bad. That should look like Mr. Electric from Shark Boy and Lava Girl, bro. Fuck. Okay, what do we got next? This, yeah, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, Guardians 3. Give it an S tier. Give it an S tier. Is better than the second one. And I think that was probably like the last really. Oh, wait, no, we have one more. Sorry, there's one more after that. But yeah, in terms of like, yeah, in terms of like just the characters, bro, Rocket, fucking all of his critters, his friends, dude, that was so sad. I remember there was people in the theater fucking like being like tearing up almost. I remember this one lady, she had to leave with like her kid because it got kind of like serious. Uh, fucking love the soundtrack. I love the effects, the jokes in that one. Yeah, dude, it's a really good send off for those characters, man. Um, I just fucking loved it. I love Groot. I just yeah, it was like the last time you could see these characters together. Nebula was funny. Cosmo, Good Dog, the Bad Dog was fucking funny. Yeah, dude. I think that I'm probably gonna buy that trilogy. I have the first one on DVD, but not the third one. I'll probably definitely have to get that. But yeah, Guardians 3 was really good, really good. Okay, then we got ah, this is crazy. So we get from one of the like S tier down to I think the worst Marvel movie. If you ask me what is the worst Marvel movie, it's gonna be the Marvels. I'm sorry, and fuck, man, like we see the ass category, and what do you notice? Is a lot of girls. Okay, I'm not one of those guys that are like, oh, women bad. Like, nah, dude, nah, bro. Okay, like my favorite fucking Tarantino movie, Kill Bill. Like, I love the Underworld movies. I love Alien. I love Princess Leia. Like, there's a certain way you got to go about this. You know what I mean? But the way they went about writing these movies, characters weren't likable. Kind of annoying. You put him in like these weird situations, like dude, I remember in the Marvels, bro. This shit felt like a Disney Channel original movie, bro. They literally sent her to a singing planet, and they put her in like a Disney princess dress, and literally everybody around them could only communicate by singing. And like, that's the problem that I have with like the ass category is that like they don't feel like Marvel movies. They feel like I'm in like a whole different like universe. I'm like who are making these films? Like are you guys communicating with the other, the other part of the studio? Are you keeping in touch, like keeping tabs? We're like, okay, we got to make sure this makes sense. This chronological order. This show is happening at the same time. We got to write the script out. Got to make sure it all makes sense. Make sure P's and Q's match up. Okay, you're dotted there. Okay, making sure. But yeah, dude, like a lot of these just seemed very unfocused. They seemed very incomplete. They seemed like I don't know, man. Like I don't know what they were cooking, but it got burnt. Okay, then we had this is crazy, man. We have yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, which is again S tier, a S tier film. Like literally, like some of the best meta commentary, some of the best jokes, like one of the best action scenes when they were fighting in the car, the minivan. Great. When they brought back the old Fox heroes, great. Um, the villain was okay. Yeah, do the with like fighting all the Deadpools at the end, great. Like it was just a fun time of the movies, man. The Deadpool dog, hilarious. Like what can I say, man? Like it was such a good fucking movie. You got him finally, Hugh Jackman in the fucking iconic suit, the yellow suit. Ryan Reynolds is solid. Like, yeah, bro, really good movie. And since then, Soldier, that shit was mid. I mean, Brave New World, yeah, that shit was mid. The best part of the movie was Red Hulk, to be honest. The rest of it's kind of forgettable. Um, it felt very like choppy. Like a lot of the effects were unfinished. You could tell they added it later on. The villain wasn't good. His design is terrible. He just has this like bumps and like green bumps in his head. Not good. And again, it's just like unfocused film. Like it's a movie where you had to watch Hulk, you had to have seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and yeah, like both of those just to understand what the fuck is going on in this. So it was just like unfocused, man. I think it was mid. The ending was fine with the fight with Red Hulk, but I don't know. They're leaving a lot more to be desired with Anthony Mackie. In my opinion, they should have had both him and Bucky become Iron Man, and then they're both kind of conflicting each other. Like, hey, Steve wanted me to take on the mantle. It's like, yeah, well, I knew him longer than you did, and I have powers, and the government's behind me. And then while that's going on, you can have like U.S. agent who was like working behind the scenes, who's like there's like a dark like a bad side of the government that's funding him, and it's like, well, what's Captain America? Like, what does he represent? Like, you know what I mean? You have a lot more like questions, a lot more like conflict that goes on here. But instead, it's just like, here's a shield, man. Take it and run with it. Go, have fun. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt a little. There's more to be desired. Like, there's more of the story to be told. You know what I mean? And then we got to Thunderbolts. I think it was like a solid B. I didn't like it as much as everybody else did. I really did enjoy the Void. I think the Void is probably my favorite character. This just felt like Disney's or Marvel's Suicide Squad though. It just felt like yeah, like we had this ragtag group of heroes from different assorted films that didn't do that successful, except for Bucky. Bucky's cool. But yeah, like besides Bucky and the Void, I mean, I didn't really like Elena. I didn't really like was it like Red Guardian, yeah. Didn't really like fuck, what's her name? I forgot her name. She like vibrate through things. She was like whatever. Um fucking what's her nuts? The what's her name? The one that what's her name? The one that she was in Black Widow. Taskmaster, excuse me. And I did like US agent kind of, 'cause it was kind of funny. So one, two, three characters that I like. Well, four because of the Void also technically and Sentry. And the other half I was like whatever about. But I like the effects, I like the action, I like the camaraderie amongst the team. I like that they kind of had to like, figure shit out together, even though they didn't want to work together, and still kind of come together to, form the new Avengers. But yeah, I think overall solid film. It didn't make that much, but I think it was a solid new, like direction from where Marvel was going because, damn, dude, like a lot of these ranged like, because like as you can see, like it started off like a lot of A's and B's. Okay, some mid, but mostly A's and B's. And then, dude, we got through a run of just S tier, A tier films, and then since Endgame, I mean, let's look at them like how many? One, two, three really good. No, sorry, two really good movies with Guardians 3, Spider Man. Yeah, Spider Man and Deadpool. Okay, I'll give you those three. A solid, really good was Shang Chi, but then just a bunch of mid, bro. Like Thor Ragnar. I mean, the Thor 4. Like new fucking Ant Man, new Captain America, Thunderbolts. Like they're not that good. And then you got ass like fucking Black Widow, fucking the Marvels. It's just, we gotta get back into stride. And I'm hoping. I wanted to do this list because Fantastic Four comes out next week, and I'm hoping that one sets us back into a new direction, a new good direction. Because at the end of Thunderbolts, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, spoilers. But in the after credit scene, the Fantastic Four, like their ship flies in and lands into the Avengers universe essentially. So they're combining them, bro. And the next movie after Fantastic Four is going to be Doomsday. So we're doing this tier list right now, a week in advance of the movie, planning ahead because man, we got a whole new story to tell, a big story to tell, a whole new phase, whole new direction, and I hope it's a good one, man. I'm probably gonna end the stream there. I went a little longer than what I wanted to. Went 30 minutes, a little bit more, but hey, I really wanted to get this one done with you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming and joining me today. Leave a like, comment, whatever, subscribe, please. I really appreciate you guys. And like I said, this Saturday, UFC Pacquiao. We'll run through that next week. I got the bar coming up in 2 weeks from now, so gonna keep studying from there. But yeah, you guys have a good one. That's it for this episode on the Everybody the Mom podcast, the podcast that everybody the mom is listening to. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Peace.